everybody, this is Tamlin Hislop from the Happiness Consultancy, bringing you the Happiness Show, which is all about passion, purpose, and creating happiness in your life and the lives of others. And I'm very privileged today to be bringing you Tafadzwa McCoy, who is a motivational speaker, inspiring author, and entrepreneur. So welcome, Tafadzwa.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited for this.
Me too. You're like my coach.
Brilliant.
All right.
Well, I know. Well, Tafadzwa and I actually met a year ago here when I first moved back to Zimbabwe. So little did we know, a year from now we'd be sitting together talking about passion, purpose, and happiness.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my first question to you, Tafadzwa, is you're very passionate about what you do. And I can see it in your books and in your coaching and in your events. You really come across a passionate guy. So how did you come to find that passion in your life?
Well, I think firstly, Tammy, passion is all we have. You know, there comes a time in life where you ask yourself, what is it that I can give? How do you differentiate yourself? Because everybody does the same thing and all of that. For me, it's my passion. That's my selling point. That's my style. And basically it's come from the fact that with all my interactions, I have just made a decision that people have got to love me for who I am. I've had to accept who I am. I've always been very talkative. At some stage, my friends used to call me Talkative Taff.
Good name.
And so absolutely. So it's really got to do with your personality, what you like to do. When I do the things that I do, I don't think that there's any other way to do it except by exuding as much passion as you can. Passion is my currency.
Oh, brilliant. I love that. Passion is my currency,
Yeah.
and passion is all we have.
That's right.
And this is something interesting because I haven't had anyone say that whatever you do it with passion. It's always like, oh, when I'm doing that, then I'm passionate about it. But it's so nice that you're like, this is my currency. I'm passionate about everything.
You know, for me, it's every interaction, every engagement has got to leave an indelible mark. And so whatever it is that I put my hand to, it's gonna be done with as much passion.
So how do you do that? How do you maintain that energy and momentum?
Okay, so I make a decision. It's not easy. And you've got to make a decision to say this is who you are as you get in. And you know, I love this. When I figured this out, I always like to share it. Is that when I appear with the angels, I appear with God.
Amazing.
I promise you. So it's I have a responsibility to change the atmosphere of wherever I go. And if I don't, it's my fault because I do not play a part. There's a season in my life where I would sit and I would watch things and I'll get annoyed. And so I figured that if I'm getting annoyed, I need to do something about my pain.
You weren't living on purpose.
No, I was not. No, I wasn't. So when I appear with passion because I'm going to leave a mark. I want somebody to know that, you know, Taff was here and I felt them and it's got to be memorable.
Ah, well, I definitely felt you when you walked through the door. You're like, right, let's do this. No tea or coffee, nothing. Let's get started.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I definitely felt that right away. So you're doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
And so how would somebody else maybe create this passion in their lives, that this natural everyday passion in whatever they do?
They've got to find their purpose. And I like what you're saying is purpose and passion,
Yes.
happiness. You've got to find your purpose in life. Why are you here? What is the reason that God created you? And what did He create you to do? I don't think that I know in my Noah that everybody has got a reason, even if it's for one person. And so if it means for the next 30, 40 years, all you're doing is being prepared to serve that one person, you never know who it is. And so unless you know why you're created, why you are here, it's going to be very difficult. And when you do, you can't stop but do the things that you do passionately because that's what you're called to do.
Feel it in you.
Because it's a part of you.
So then how did you find yours?
All right.
I know yours, marketplace minister anointed to activate potential.
Well, it sounds very nice right now, but it wasn't a very interesting. It wasn't a very, very nice story. In 2004, we lost our son at 110 days. And that was on the 2nd of January. And the first thing was my pain, and I was very disappointed. I was upset with God. In actual fact, for the next couple of months, I gave God silent treatment. But I couldn't ignore the fact that it was the second day into the brand spanking new year, and lots of people came to be a part or to celebrate a child's life, but their life was only 110 days. And so for the next 3 years, I went out to when I was done with giving God the silent treatment, I went out to find out why. Firstly, it was why, Lord, did you take Kulakwasha? And I think when I got to Jeremiah 1:5, because I'm a Christian, Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And before I set you up, I set you apart, and I consecrated you to be a prophet unto the nations. I paraphrased that. But when I read that, my interpretation of that was that before my son was put in my wife Loretta's womb, the Lord knew him. And the only time that the word knew is used in the Bible is a moment of intimacy. And it hit me, and I said, okay, so my son had an opportunity to meet with God. And what are the possibilities that he sat there with the Almighty God and said, God, I need 110 days to impact my dad so that I can make him passionate about whatever he does, because he never knows when he's going to be gone. And when I figured that out,
he did his purpose on the earth.
He did it in 110 days. And everywhere I go, I talk about it, because he still lives in me. He's a part of me. He's my son. He's gone, but he's my son. And so I made a vow, and I said, if my son could do it in 110 days, I don't know how long my 110 days is. And so I'm going to pursue this. So I went to
every day is
I promise you, because you never know. Every day is a new day. So I went there, and first I went to seminars. I read his mind. I read lots of books. And initially my first purpose statement was, I'm a goal-driven self-starter who finishes distinctively strong.
Oh, amazing. That sounds great.
I promise you. And I kept digging until I got to a place where it was very clear that I am indeed a marketplace minister anointed to activate potential. So I activate potential in the marketplace. That's my purpose.
That's incredible. What a lovely and inspiring story.
Yes,
I really like how you have described that, because a lot of people say to me, I don't know what my passion and purpose is, and they're expecting it to land in their lap. They're expecting God to say, this is your purpose, go out and do it. But you have to actually be proactive and do the work and do the reading, go to the seminars, start figuring it out for yourself, go through the heartbreak, go through the hurt, and find the lessons and turn those lessons then into what they're supposed to be. So I really love that journey that you've gone on, and you've turned it around. So well done.
Thank you so much. Well, it was a long journey.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was 3 years. It was because I really needed to. And it was hard, but
of course.
Yeah.
But from hard stuff we grow, right?
Absolutely.
And just on purpose there, I love how you've got at the end here, you are on a purposeful assignment, an epic life journey destined for phenomenal success.
Absolutely.
And I think that first bit, you are on a purposeful assignment, and I think it's really important for everyone to know that no matter who you are, no matter what your talent is, your strengths are, you are on a purposeful assignment.
Absolutely.
So,
destined for phenomenal success.
Exactly.
Come on now.
And whatever that success is for them,
Absolutely.
because success is different for other people. What is success to you, by the way?
Well, success for me, wow, it's a good one, man. I promise you. I think that, again, activating, because I'm very clear. If I can go, I MC, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a coach. If I'm able to activate potential, it can be with my kids, it can be with my clients, it can be with my friends. If I can just deposit something that they can have an aha moment or an ouch moment, that's success for me. That's success for me. And that's what I'm pursuing. I really would like to activate as much potential as I can. And I think because of that, the down payment, so to speak, comes. Everything comes into place. If I'm happy, if I'm successful, then my environment becomes successful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't see, if I wasn't activating potential, I'll be very miserable.
Yes, I'm sure. I can't imagine you miserable, but yeah.
I'll be miserable.
But I really like how you've mentioned that with success. So that definition of success allows you to be successful every day.
Absolutely.
It allows you to be successful in every moment. Whereas most people make the mistake of following a track to success.
Right.
They're like me, I was in the corporate world on the ladder to success, waiting for the pot of gold, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm wasting my life.
Right.
So I really think that's a nice point there.
You know what I'd like to say, Tammy, about that is that I believe that you're created for just two reasons. Number one is to glorify God, and the second one is to edify others. You cannot edify others unless you have been edified yourself. And so I believe very strongly that when you refresh others, you also are refreshed. And so in the process is that you've got to have some measure of alignment with yourself, the people that you're edifying and glorifying God. And if you can do that every single day, and this is my belief, and you know, I think the world has also given us some standards of measuring success: big house, nice car, big bank balance, and so forth.
Yeah.
Those things are great, but I've also got to learn about people who got all of that and are not happy and they commit suicide. Hey, I ain't committing suicide anytime soon.
Yeah, great.
There we go. Yeah.
Great. And Tafadza, you're such a happy guy. Like you said in the beginning, you just take every moment with passion, and that really comes across. So how do you create that happiness in your life? Are you proactive about happiness, or how do you surround yourself with happiness?
All right. Now you know how it is because one thing that I've learned, Tammy, is that because of who I am faced with so many challenges that are meant to derail me from where I am. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that I do is affirmations. I affirm myself every single day. I also pray, and I also read my Bible, and I also listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I read, and so I've got mine. I think the biggest one. I have a funny way of communicating with my God. I don't necessarily just have to close myself in a room, go on my knees. I'm constantly talking to Him. When I wake up, I'm saying, "So Lord, what's going on today? What's down? What's up? I need you right now." You know. As I came to meet with you, I remember I just said, "Lord, it is finally. Thank you. It's been a year, but I'm here with Tammy, so I'm excited about that." And so I know that every single day I have to be affirming myself, and that's what I use. But the other thing that I use to take me to the next level is to say I'm on a journey. You know, sometimes the challenges and failures I've gone through are only some information. They're good information because the race is not yet over, and I am pursuing that gold title as much as I can. Yes. So every day, I'm carrying my failures, I'm carrying my challenges, but I know that I'll be able to overcome. So I know it. I almost have a guarantee that I have a setback, but there's a better price away.
You don't let them hold you down or hold you back. I'm
focused on where I'm going, because I need to do what I need to do. I want to do what I want to do. I love doing what I want to do.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I really like how you said there that you feed your mind. You feed your mind with reading the Bible, with reading motivational books, going to seminars, doing your affirmations, because this is really key. A lot of people as well, they go to work, come home, watch TV, go to bed. And I say, how much time have you spent adding value to your life? And often it's this. And so I really think that happiness, for me as well, is feeding my mind. And I can see with you, it definitely is prominent in your life as well.
Well, I'll tell you something. After meeting with you, it's going to take me a moment or a while actually to settle down.
Yeah.
Because you see, many people where they fail is that they don't understand what energizes them. And so that's why they always find themselves just getting home, watching TV, sleeping, and waking up the following day and wasting their life. You've got to find every single day, or rather express yourself in a manner that energizes you. And if you find those things, find triggers so that you are always energized. For me, it's talking. Unfortunately, I mean, I get an opportunity. Because I talk to people all the time, and I create the opportunity. If I'm feeling down, I'll just walk out of my office and look for somebody to talk to, and just inspire them also. And the moment I say that, almost like I'm looking to the mirror, because it comes right back at me, and then bang, I'm ready for the next assignment. I'm going for it. So that's So if I could say to your audience, Tammy, is to say, find what energizes you, do it daily, and pursue it every single second if you can.
That's incredible. That's really, really good advice. Be proactive about it. Don't wait for it to come to you. You go and find what it is. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's been so fun talking to you. You're so interesting and you're so passionate and happy. I'm a firm believer of you are some of the people that you hang around with most. So you're definitely a great guy to be hanging around with.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming on the show, Purposeful. And I know you've obviously you're an inspiring author. You've got a few books, and you do talks and you do lots of different things. Do you want to tell our speakers, our audience, what do you do and how they can get hold of you if they want?
All right. So essentially, like we've said, I'm a marketplace minister anointed to activate potential, and I do that in a number of ways. I've identified about 4 different areas. Number 1, as a motivational speaker, as an author, as a keynote speaker, as well as an MC and as an entrepreneur. That's 5. And also as a coach, just like you. But I must say, Coach Taff, indeed, is Tammy. Thank you. You were the one reason I thought I'd do this 2 years from now, but I did it earlier because I met you. I actually didn't meet you. I saw you, and so sometimes to be able to do the things that you need to do, is you've got to identify mentors, and you've been one of those silently. I haven't come to you, but as Coach Taff, it's because I went to one of your seminars and you spoke about what coaching is all about. And I say, I found it and I chose to do that. So now I spend all my time coaching. I love it. I love sitting down with people and, number 1, identifying where they are and agreeing where they want to go and help them to get there. And that, I hope, is my little ounce of activating potential. So that's what I do. I'm a coach, I'm a life coach, but I spend most of my time on executive leadership coaching.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, I'm sure that anyone who comes to you, business or personal, you'll make a huge difference in their lives because you can really see that energy and that passion. So be sure to go and check Tafadzwa out on his Facebook page.
Absolutely.
And on LinkedIn, Tafadzwa Makoyu, and definitely check out his books. He's got a number of books out, and this one is great, Exit Your Excuses. So you can get it at a couple of the bookstores around Harare or online.
So it's on Amazon Kindle, it's on lulu.com, and it's also on mazwi.co.za.
Okay, brilliant. So you know where to find the books, make sure you get it. But thank you again for your time today, and I really, really look forward to working with you more in the future. Watch the space, by the way. We're going to be doing some events together in the future, so that's very cool. But thank you everybody for watching The Happiness Show. I hope you gained some valuable insight into helping you find your passion, your purpose, and more happiness in your life. Be sure to comment on the video below, let us know what you think, and be sure to get in touch with Tafadzwa for more information about what he does, his coaching, and his books. And be sure to check out next week's episode as well, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!